All right, locker room. I'm so glad I finally made it home, and I wanted to jump right into the locker room and chat with you guys about this game. Now that I've kind of gathered all of my thoughts about this, first of all, I want to say this because first and most importantly, I'm so happy that Cowboys Nation got the win, the victory, the WIN victory. And I told you I was taking the Cowboys because I thought this came down to which passing attack can handle and win this game. And it did come down to which passing attack. And you guys watch the Eagles jump out early and go up after some few mistakes from the Cowboys. The Eagles put up a quick 21 points. Quick 21 points. But they ended this game in devastating fashion. The last, it's like 6 possessions, punt, missed field goal, a fumble, missed field goal, and punt. So I want to see how people handle the back end of that game. Will they give that defense that has taken so much shit, rightfully so, because at times they have played absolutely horrible. Will they give them any credit for shutting down Philly like they did late in the game? But Jalen Hurts throws for 289 yards. Your boy A.J. Brown goes for 8 for 110. Here's the kicker. They jumped off great. A.J. Brown scored the first touchdown. And then he goes in the end zone, I guess, tries to troll me with a siren crank, doing the siren crank. Let me give you background and backdrop on all of this because earlier this week I went on radio station in Philadelphia, my boy Dan Cilio radio station. And I was saying that I don't care about where my quarterback throw the ball. I'm not going to be mad at my quarterback because I don't want him hesitating about throwing me the ball the next damn time. I thought it was brilliant. And I was trying to talk it to him through Dan so you can get it. I'm going to say this again. I don't understand wide receivers. It's dumminess to the to the highest level. If you can't live without him throwing you the ball, why are you ever mad at him? You see, you never get mad at your quarterback. I give the analogy to it's like a fish that jumps out of the water and looks at the water and says, "I'm tired of you." The fish can't live without the damn water. Neither can the receiver without the damn quarterback. So yes, I'm telling the truth. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Now today, AJ, I don't believe in the trolling back thing. I believe in each brother trying to help a brother to get where he needs to be. But I will say this to you, my brother. Today, you said that you rather dominate a football game because you didn't get the satiety out of winning a Super Bowl like you thought you would. You rather have domination. You dominated today. You got 8 grabs, 110 yards, and a touchdown, and a troll on a siren crank. It's all good. Got all that shit in the first quarter. But it's he who laughs last laughs best. And by the fourth quarter, we were the only one laughing. You see what I'm saying? So, crank your ass on out of here. It's what I'm saying. You can get mad all you want. I find it interesting because I did say this to myself when I saw that. I was like, this is what happened with T.O. and I. I didn't necessarily say anything bad about him. I was just telling them about me, and T.O. the same thing. T.O. got mad because I said on TV that we were shooting a commercial one day, and he and I, and he came with a Hall of Fame gold jacket on. He had put all his records on the Hall of Fame gold jacket. And then the time when he got in the Hall of Fame, and I was on there working, and they asked me about it, and he told the Hall of Fame no. And they asked me, I said, I don't understand it. I don't understand if it meant so much to you that you go buy a gold Hall of Fame jacket, put all your records on it, and wear it around. And then when they vote you in and offer you the real jacket, you will say no. Why did you buy the fake one if you won't take the real one? That was what. And the next thing I know, he said something. I guess he thinks I betrayed him in some way by even sharing my thoughts on the situation. And I guess that's kind of what A.J. Brown here is doing also. But I say to him, you got the eight catches, 110 yards. Did you feel better tonight when you went to sleep? Because you dominated, but you lost. I want you to understand how crazy that sounds when you say things like that in a team-oriented sports. It amazes me how much time goes by, but then we fall into the same situations. Great wide receiver from one place comes to another, goes to Philadelphia. There's an African American quarterback there. Him and that quarterback they have a great year. And then all of a sudden something happens. We don't know what it is, and all of a sudden their relationship goes two different ways. It happened with T.O. and Donovan McNabb, because I know this. Because I was the one he talked to, and I was the one that got his butt to Dallas after it fell apart. And it's happening again with A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts. I don't know. Maybe the issue is, is it the brothers the brothers don't want to see a brother in that position where they must yield. You must yield to the quarterback. You must yield to the quarterback. You can't do anything without him. I've thought about this. I said, is it just that the brothers don't want to give the brothers their due? So they act like this? Come on, man. Come on, Zeus. You know what I mean? It's my protector right here. Zeus. Don't worry about it, buddy. We whooped their butts today. They just mad. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just mad, we understand. Let me tell you something, though. Dak putting up 358. And then my man, George Pickens, has been playing out of his head. That's incredible. All right, Zeus. Some incredible football. Playing, honestly, the last few games, I don't see where there was a better wide receiver in the National Football League than George Pickens over these last couple games. I really don't see it. And he's played that well. This right here is going to be interesting to watch how people talk about it tomorrow. Are you joking? It's going to be interesting to watch how people talk about it. Because Dallas, I told you, I'm not going to jump back on that wagon so strong unless they took out Philly. And they took out Philly. And I'm still apprehensive because I still know we got to turn around here Thursday and look right in the eyes of these Kansas City Chiefs who showed championship pedigree today. And coming back and knocking off one of the best teams in the league in the Colts. Not many of y'all thought we would be here. But this is where it is right now. And you know what's interesting? There's nothing greater than to get a win that gives you and your fan base some confidence. Wow, you deliver a loss to your enemy that gives them and their fan base great discomfort. because you know they mad as hell that the Cowboys spanked that tail. And I can't even imagine, and I won't. And let me say this too. I won't imagine. Because I went through this whole game, I kept saying, oh my God, early on, if the Cowboys didn't do fumble, if they had scored that first one, I had to tell myself, stop saying if. If we can just get it back to 21-21, then we got a shot. Stop saying if. These jokers can't get it done. But they did. They got it done. And after that 21 points, they gave Philly nothing. They gave them nothing. Incredible win. Incredible win. Incredible win. I got to find out what the hell happened to George Pickens because he went out the game and he came back in. And you know, I want to make hopefully he's real okay because it's going to be a quick turnaround. They have to play again Thursday. And they have no shot without George against the Chiefs. Even though the Chiefs haven't been scoring more than 20 points, just like we saw the Eagles. On this show, we love to talk about offense. That's quarterbacks, that's wide receivers, and we throw in some running backs. But let's take a second to talk about defense. Home defense. No security system defends your home like Simply Safe defends your home. Most systems only react to intruders once they break in, when it's too late. But Simply Safe has real, live agents that confront potential intruders before those jokers break in. They call it Active Guard Outdoor Protection. I just got my Simply Safe equipment. I love it. It's easy, it's great, and it's the only defender that can truly cover the playmaker. Right now, we can get you a secret early Black Friday discount. You get 60%, 60% off a new Simply Safe system if you go to simplysafe.com/playmaker. That's simplysafe.com/playmaker to get the discount. Remember, there is no safe like Simply Safe. And I also want to say this. I was hot when Coach did not take that field goal towards the end of the fourth quarter, and he went for it on fourth down to try to win that game. Instead of taking the field goal and going up by 3 and then kicking off. And at least you make that other team have to drive the length of a field to score a touchdown, which they haven't done. Or if they go get a tie, if they go kick a field goal, at least you got the tie. The defense bailed Coach out of a bad decision. I don't want to forget the bad decision because it was a piss poor bad decision. And yeah, everybody else said, well, it worked out. Yeah, it worked out, but it was a piss poor bad decision. You can't make that decision. And that defense did bail him out when they got that big sack. Man, that was a bad decision. But it was great defense. Way to save Coach's life. Way to save the Dallas Cowboys playoff life. Way to save hope for America's teen fan base. It's spread pain to all of the mug brugs out there that don't want to see them boys win. I told y'all they were not going to sweep them damn boys.